There is a bottle sitting in the medicine cabinet of nearly every home in the Western world.
It is a bottle that we reach for without a second thought.
We reach for it when we have a headache.
We reach for it when our lower back aches after gardening.
And specifically when arthritis in our knees or hands flares up.
Because it is sold over the counter, we believe it must be safe. We call it vitamin Y, or Advil, Motrin, Aleve, aspirin.
But for the aging body, this is not harmless. It is a chemical corrosive agent.
There is a silent epidemic occurring in emergency rooms across the country.
Seniors coming in with severe anemia or sudden catastrophic internal bleeding. The cause is the daily use of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These drugs strip away the protective mucus layer of your stomach. In this guide, we expose the danger and provide the pain relief protocol.
Hit subscribe so you never miss a health tip made just for you.
Part 1. The Acid Bath and the Shield.
Your stomach is a vat of hydrochloric acid, potent enough to dissolve metal.
Why does the stomach not digest itself?
The answer is the mucosal lining, a thick shield of mucus and bicarbonate.
When acid tries to touch the wall, it hits this slime layer and is neutralized.
The command to create this shield comes from chemical messengers called prostaglandins. They are the managers. They tell cells to produce mucus and keep blood flowing. As long as you have enough prostaglandins, your stomach is safe. Part 2. The biological betrayal. COX inhibition.
When you have pain, it is caused by inflammation, driven by prostaglandins.
This is the biological catch-22. The same chemicals cause pain and protect the stomach.
They are created by enzymes called COX. COX-1 is the good housekeeper.
COX-2 is the inflammatory guy. It causes pain and swelling.
Common NSAIDs are non-selective, like a carpet bomb.
They destroy the bad COX-2, but also the good COX-1, protecting your stomach.
When you take that pill, you turn off the production of the mucus shield.
You stop the pain, but you disarm your defenses in a war zone.
Part 3. The erosion process. Imagine a seawall protecting a city. The waves are the acid. Occasional use allows time to repair, but daily use strips layers too fast. First comes gastritis, inflammation, heartburn, nausea, gnawing. Then, erosion. A shallow wound like a scrape on your skin. Then, a peptic ulcer. an open, raw wound eating into the muscular layer.
Every time you eat, acid burns this open wound.
But the ultimate danger is what lies beneath: blood vessels. If it eats into a vessel, it ruptures. Internal bleeding begins.
Part 4. The Silent Bleed.
We think ulcers always hurt. But for seniors on NSAIDs, they are often silent.
The drug itself masks the pain. It numbs the stomach nerves.
Plus, aging nerves are less sensitive. You might feel nothing.
The first sign is anemia, fatigue, shortness of breath, paleness. It acts like a slow leak. You lose a small amount of blood every day.
Doctors find critically low hemoglobin. But the patient sees no blood.
The blood is hidden, digested. It turns black.
This causes melena, black, tarry stools, or vomiting coffee grounds.
Part 5. The Double Whammy. Blood thinners.
Millions take blood thinners to prevent strokes, lifesavers for the heart. But they are enemies of the stomach when combined with painkillers. NSAIDs dig the hole. Blood thinners prevent the body from patching it. A tine erosion becomes a fountain of blood. This increases bleed risk by 400%. A synergistic toxicity. Even antidepressants, like SSRIs, affect platelets and increase risk. Check your cabinet. This is a potentially lethal combination. Part 6. The Kidney Connection.
Prostaglandins also regulate blood flow to the kidneys.
They keep the tiny arteries open, so blood can be cleaned. NSAIDs block this, making arteries clamp down. Blood flow drops. This can push aging kidneys into acute renal failure.
It causes fluid retention, raising blood pressure and straining the heart. It erodes the stomach, chokes the kidneys, and strains the heart. A systemic assault.
Part 7. The Heart Warning.
The FDA warns, NSAIDs increase heart attack and stroke risk.
This risk can occur as early as the first weeks of use.
They raise systolic blood pressure by an average of 5 points.
For a senior, this spike can be the tipping point.
Furthermore, ibuprofen interferes with daily low-dose aspirin.
It binds to the same spot on the platelet, blocking aspirin from working.
You lose your heart protection while taking a drug that raises heart risk. Part 8. The Warning Signs.
Listen to the whispers. before they become screams.
Sign 1. Indigestion or heartburn. Don't just mask it with antacids.
Sign 2. Early satiety. Feeling full after a small amount of food.
This is because the inflamed lining swells, occupying space.
Sign 3. Low grade, constant nausea.
If you have these signs, stop the medication and see a doctor.
Part 9. Pharmaceutical alternatives.
We know you need relief to function. What can you take?
Alternative 1, acetaminophen turkfilis. It works in the brain, not the gut.
It does not strip the mucus layer. Safe for stomach and blood thinners.
But watch the liver. Do not exceed 3,000 milligrams daily and avoid alcohol.
Alternative 2. Topical NSAIDs like Voltaren gel. A game changer.
Apply directly to the joint. Only a tiny fraction enters the blood.
You get relief at the knee with almost zero risk to stomach or kidneys. Part 10. The natural alternatives.
Turmeric. Curcumin lowers systemic inflammation without blocking protection.
Studies show it can be as effective as ibuprofen for knee arthritis.
Boswellia. Blocks the 5-LOX enzyme to improve mobility.
Omega-3 fish oil. High doses, lower overall inflammatory burden.
Ginger. Anti-inflammatory properties that also soothe the stomach.
Part 11. The protocol for safety.
If you absolutely must take an oral NSAID, follow these rules.
Rule 1. Never on.
Food acts as a buffer, diluting direct contact with the wall.
Rule 2. Lowest dose for shortest time. Not preventatively.
Rule 3. Drink a full glass of water to ensure it dissolves fully.
Prevents it from getting stuck and creating a concentrated burn spot.
Rule 4. Acid suppression. Your doctor may prescribe a PPI.
This reduces acid, creating a safer environment for healing. But use cautiously. PPIs affect mineral absorption long term. Conclusion: the price of comfort. Pain is a thief. It steals joy and movement. But destroying your stomach for temporary relief is a bad trade.
The bottle is a sharp tool. Handle it carelessly, and it cuts you.
Your stomach lining is precious real estate. Protect it.
Switch to topicals, acetaminophen, and naturals.
You have lived a life of resilience. Handle aging with wisdom.
Do not let a silent pill erode your foundation.
Protect your stomach. Protect your blood. Keep independence intact.
Now, I would love to hear from you. Do you rely on daily painkillers?
Have you ever experienced stomach issues because of them?
Have you tried topical gels? Did they work for you?
Share your experience below. Help others navigate this balance.
If helpful, type 1. If not, type 0. I value your feedback. Like, share, subscribe to protect your brain, heart, and future.
Thank you for watching.
And take care of yourself.